Welcome to Stuff's Cup Wrap. Duncan Johnson, Todd Nile. This has been the day that we've been waiting for, the decider in this 36th America's Cup, and it's Team New Zealand, and a pretty clear-cut kind of performance, an amazing addition to their record, Duncan.
Yeah, without a doubt, Team New Zealand's fourth win now, second time they've defended at home, and it was pretty emphatic, 46 seconds in the end, Todd. I think it all went back to the start. Brilliant start by Burling today. He schooled Spittle, got the favoured right-hand side under pressure and extended there. But the big moment really came down at the bottom of the first downward mark, and Team New Zealand got a far superior turn there, extended out and never really looked back. So, I think they've just improved as this series has gone on. The boat speed has been there and the sailing has been immaculate.
Yeah, I mean, every race it looks like, and Peter Burling actually said that at one point, that they're learning more about what these boats are capable of every time. And we've seen a really strong performance to settle this incredible contest with Luna Rossa. As we were talking, of course, you've got to look at the crowds down here in the Cup Village, where it's just surged today. The main screen area by the big screen, they actually had to stop the crowds coming in because it reached almost the 5,500 capacity. With us here, we've got some fans. You've been down here for the whole day?
Yeah, I've been down for the whole week, sort of since Saturday, just coming down each day and watching the race.
What were your feelings today?
I was pretty confident coming into it. I knew a lot of people were sort of, saying, don't count your chickens before you hatch, but I felt pretty confident in the performance of the boat and its capabilities. And I felt like yesterday's performance sort of meant we had it in the bag, but it was just good to see it finally get finished up.
There you go. So that's the view from the crowd. We're now just... hopefully now when they come back in, there'll be a lot of ceremonial stuff to do. But this really has been a fascinating encounter by, what were clearly the strongest challenger against a very strong defender.
Yeah, hats off to Luna Rossa. Look, they put up a brilliant fight. Let's not forget this was 3-3. They could have squeaked another couple of wins had they not made a couple of crucial mistakes. So I liked it at the end too. Jimmy Spittle on the intercoms, straight away congratulating Peter Burling and the Team New Zealand crew. So, there's been a good feel between these two teams. Plenty of respect that we've heard all along. The boat seemed even at the start, but as I say, I think Team New Zealand really timed things well in this match. The development seemed to be there. They were just getting a little bit of edge and speed all the way through, and I think it really shone out today. And as we mentioned, the crew work just got slicker and slicker. Big questions about that before the start of the match, and they admitted they were a bit rusty, Todd. But I think by the end of it, the boat was flying and the whole crew was in sync with that. So there you have it. I mean, it's going to be a huge night in the viaduct and the village. It's going to be a huge few days, I think, as the country soaks us up. It's a big day in New Zealand sailing history, in our sporting history. There's not too many teams can say they've won this trophy, the oldest trophy in sport, 4 times now. Brilliant.
And I think you rightly acknowledge Jimmy Spittle, who came here with that verbal sparring reputation from Bermuda, but has here been a good-humoured and assertive competitor, but very respectful for Team New Zealand, and they will acknowledge that they've been up against the best, and they really have thrown all that they had into the competition.
Yeah, I think the key now is everyone's going to be throwing things forward. Where do we go from here? And, is this Team New Zealand vulnerable if they cannot secure some finances and things to keep moving forward? A lot of question marks now about where the next Cup is going to be held. Team New Zealand made no secret that they're open to some offers. I mean, the whole thing is the money required now to fund a team in this game is huge. I think we're hearing word of more billionaires sort of coming into it. It's going to be an incredibly competitive market. Team New Zealand have got an edge in design. You're going to have to try and hold on to the likes of Dan Bernasconi for sure. There's so much intellectual property within this team that they just cannot afford to lose, let alone the sailing talent, the world-class sailing talent. A lot of these guys now are going to transfer into Olympic campaigns, but we wait to see where it all goes here from Team New Zealand. I'm sure they're going to get out and about around the country when they can, Todd. It's been their tradition to acknowledge their fans, and as we've seen today, the fans have come in. I'm sure there's a lot of people here from outside of Auckland. It's as you said, it's bursting at the seams. St Patrick's Day on top of it.
Yeah. Anything could happen.
Anything could happen, and anything will happen, but always in the America's Cup, expect the unexpected. It's been a great day, that's for sure.
This 36th America's Cup, with the advent of the foiling monohulls, has been an incredible sporting event. The sporting side of it has now ended, but as Duncan outlined, we are now just at the beginning of perhaps also an equally intriguing start of the next episode of where the America's Cup goes from here. But in the meantime, from both of us, I'll let you do the honours, Duncan.
Yeah, well, that's it from Cup Stuff Wrap, and we've really enjoyed this whole series and bringing you our thoughts, and we've brought some other people in for their thoughts. So I think it's been a worthwhile exercise. We've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it, and let's do it again sometime.